you can take a picture. Yeah. I don't know why you're taking it with left eye.
I've never taken it like this.
Let me see it.
I'll take it.
You want this in your eye? Focus it.
I don't.
You should. If we just go to the Cave of the Winds, we save $1 a quarter off that. We went to the North Pole, we saved $1 off the child. There's 1, 2, 3 more dollars there. 7 Falls, $1 off the vehicle. More in there says,
This is in Colorado Springs, and it's way high in the Cave of the Winds. And we're just about to go on tour in a few minutes. So we have this chance to take a picture of how high we were. Are those eagles down there? No, those are just pretty birds. Which one's Pikes Peak, Dad? Here, Dad, take my picture. Take my picture, Dad. Here.
Tour number 59 is now ready from the cave. If you're holding on to a red token marked 59, please step right on over to the cave entrance for tour number 59. Tour 59.
Where are you guys from?
Dallas?
Dallas. Where are you guys from? Long ways. Where are you from, sir? Dallas. I guess I.
No, he's asking me. Yeah, he asked me. He saw us.
Keep moving on in.
Stop.
Howling around St. Paul's below us, they came up to see what was making a sound. When they arrived up here, found the entrance to the cave, and forgot completely about the wind. They didn't have any equipment with them, so they couldn't do any excavation. They went back again to Manitou Springs where they were living. A man by the name of George Snyder heard their discovery. He came up here in early 1881, around the first of the year, and started to do some exploration down there. Approximately a month later, he had a major breakthrough in a canopy hall. I'll be showing that in just a little bit. He conducted his first tour on February 15th of 1881, starting way down there. Later in 1885, as more people started to come up here, we blasted this white tunnel through from the gift shop to the cave you'll be seeing today. Any questions before we start? Okay, then follow me to the cave and let's have fun.
No, you can't go.
The cave was
You can break the rules. We don't work, we break all the rules.
Average temperature 54 degrees. What's bacon?
That's not bacon?
It's not bacon. That's what I call curtains. You guys will move in towards me some more here. Galloway?
How you doing, Tracy?
Okay,
All right.
I'm here, but I'm not awake.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can we get someone else?
Galloway, I'll take your group back and you take my tour, okay? You know, I'm here, right? I'm up and going. This has been one of my better days. Got up, went for a bike ride this morning, got some exercise. My adrenaline pumping up, going real good today. Hope you guys are feeling real good. You guys gonna enjoy your tour today?
Yeah.
What about the people in the back there? Good. This first room we've come into is known as Curtain Hall. It's given that name from the curtain-like formations you see along the wall here, known as flowstone. This is created when mineral-rich water drips out of the ceiling and starts to trickle down the wall, or crystallizes layer upon layer upon layer, year after year, forming after thousands of years. This is the first of the formations we'll be seeing today. Over here is the second. This is known as what? Stalactite, very good. Stalactite hangs tight to the ceiling. Stalactites form when the mineral-rich water drips out of the ceiling, forms a calcite ring. The string collects layer after layer. It forms a soda straw as you see at the top there. When something plugs this up, the mineral-rich water has to drip around the outside of it, forming a much larger one as you see here. It ranges from an inch in a year to an inch in 1,000 years in growth. And back here, we have what's known as the stalagmite, form when the mineral-rich water drips off the ceiling onto the floor where it crystallizes. Makes this water evaporates away from it. This happens layer upon layer after thousands of years, forming your stalagmite. No stalagmite, stalactite crystallize into one. We have what's known as a
Column.
very good, man.
Thank you.
How long ago were you here?
I've never been here.
You never been here?
No.
Studied geology in college or something? Ah, okay. I'll be asking you all the questions today then.
You might know.
That's bacon.
What's bacon?
Right there, that's bacon, I swear
This?
it. Yes.
That's ribbon stalactite. This!
Okay.
It's ribbon stalactite. I'll show you bacon later. Okay, you guys have any questions before we move on? Okay, then follow me to the next room. This room we're coming into now is known as Canopy Hall. This is the largest room on the tour. It's also the most magnificent. As you come in, I will ask you to take a look at the ceiling line. Any luck, Jeff? Yeah. Me neither. This was the first room that George Snyder saw when he first entered the cave. Then he climbed approximately 50 feet, 5 wooden ladders, up through this passageway which he broke through in 1881. He put the steel gate on here to keep people out, so we could do tours through here. They used this curve until 1895 when that white tunnel was blasted through. That white tunnel and this right here are the only two entrances to the cave. And back here we have the Cave of the Winds time capsule, which was set up in 1981 to commemorate 100 years of commercial tourism through the caves. And it will be open in the year 2081 for the tours then. Now the only person we do have registered for that tour is George Burns. Okay.
We got it, it's okay.
Well, I must warn you, the jokes do get worse as the day goes on. Now we kind of have a courtesy laugh here. If the joke's bad, go ha ha ha. Jerry, go ha ha ha.
Ha ha.
If you like it, you can go ahead and laugh, okay? Okay, and I need smiles on everyone's faces. Because we're going to come down here and have our traditional Cave of the Winds group photo taken. So you guys all want to follow me down here. I'm going to have all the kids in the front, the women in the middle, and the men in the back. You see these handrails? Go ahead and ask you to please use them. Make the trip safe for the day. There's a white line on the floor there, and everybody has 2 feet on this side. Stand right here. You guys just said grab hold of each other. Grab hold. Look at towards the camera. What are you guys still standing up there for?
Wait for these people to move.
You guys want to keep moving on that? That's perfect. All right, you can stand by your
Oh, that's one way.
Did you right here?
No, that's it.
Okay. You guys want to keep moving? You guys want to keep moving down some more? That's what you left your husband's home, right? Yeah. Okay. It's the only way to go. What's I do with my girlfriend? You guys will move on down this way.
Come on now, come on now. He's gonna take
You
our
guys
picture.
squeeze that top part down at least 2 feet below that white line on the floor. You got it?
2 feet below?
Hi there.
Hi there.
Hi there, everyone looks real good. Need to look up here on the count of 3. You'll cheese as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
As loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Start your tour.
Sonia, please follow me down the right hand side of the railings. As you come down, we'll ask you to use the bumps and the rocks. Please stand again, pretend they're at the bottom. Have you guys ever been to Boston before? Anyone been to Boston? Yeah! Okay, then I'll describe the streets to you right here. They're long and narrow. Tell this passageway is long and narrow, called Boston Avenue. There's one more thing I must mention about it. For the first 15 feet, the clearance is only 4'10". So if you would like to remain above that height, please lower your heads and follow me through.
Jeff needed to go on this tour.
Yeah, we need a Jeff. It's only 4'2".
Yeah, shut up.
Start talking, Jeff. The stream that you're all coming into now is known as the reception hall. And when the tours of the past reach this point, you have two choices. You either turn around and go back down Boston Avenue there, or the more adventurous ones would continue up that sturdy rope ladder up there. Okay? You climb it with one hand, their lantern or their torch in your other hand, and gently swinging back and forth. Did you see from the soot marks on the ceiling? Now, we don't quite have to do that today, because in 1882, we blasted a set of stairs here through. And there's only one little problem I must mention about these stairs. At the top of them, there's only a 3'6" clearance. Please follow me up.
More than 3'6".
You know, your little one's up there with these zooms up there almost with the, every time that guy, tourist guy leads off. Can you imagine we've been over this, what, the 2.5-hour tour would be on jeans and flashlight? And he'd be crawling. I wouldn't stand the claustrophobia. It'd be kind of fun. If we'd have known that, I'd have almost do it just for Chris's sake.
Yeah.
Really, I would have, wouldn't you? Would come prepared for that. If I crawl on something like that, forget it.
Just it. We call them stairs.
You kept getting steeper and steeper. I was like, no. And top step. Downhill. That's really my breath at once. Known as Manitou Dome. And here are the two different types of limestone that make up the cave. Can you tell me what they are?
No.
Anything else? Up here is Leadville limestone. It's close to 350 million years old, deposited during the Mississippian time period. On the bottom, from about the lights down here, is what's known as Manitou limestone. It's close to 450 million years old, deposited during the Ordovician time period. Back through this passageway is the next one of the day. We're going into the Crystal Palace. There is your best example of cave flowers. There is a green sign above your heads. Unless you look 3 feet past that straight up. Here's your best example of them. There's a white cave. And there's a strange one or two. You see the big stalactites. Watch your best follow me this way.
They get lighting down here, Warren. How they get lighting down here.
Power.
I mean,
See, look, you doubled in, let's see that. Conda.
there are trash cans down there. And they got potties.
That's from the year 1922.
Building electricity, it's great. See, Mother Nature knew it
Here it is, I
before.
was just wondering.
Yeah.
I
Call
wonder
it
if John and Gary Pickett were.
They probably, they blocked that all off so they can't.
Very delicate.
You know you're still running.
Yeah.
Okay. You run all the time, huh?
You better slow down.
It's
you'll
catching
miss.
the remarks you guys are making.
Yeah, we'll let it out when we don't want.
Yeah, None of you better drop in my eyes, baby.
Oh, wait a minute, I got mackerel here.
Aren't those pretty? You getting those more? Are those the babies?
No. They're further up. Those are the blah, 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 blah.
In the meantime,
We're losing everybody.
Steps up there.
Yeah.
Try to dig that way.
we're gonna lose our guys. It's supposed to be, we had a brochure saying there's a 2.5 hour thing you take to do lifelines.
Yeah, and you can go find.
Oh, that's for some
You got extreme I saw one of the crews come out, they were.
Were they really? They're like crawling around.
Yeah.
Let's leave people down the middle. Let's go make 13 spot lines.
Broken off mainly or We're not tourists.
Back in the early days of the tour, they come through, they were encouraged to break a little piece off and take it home as a souvenir. That's the reason they're short. It's also the reason for the netting. So we'll preserve these for the tours in the future as they are not growing anymore. Due to the blasting from the gift shop to the cave, it's allowed them to auction to reach this entire cave and dry out. So this is the dead cave. This is the nursery. These are the baby stalactites.
And how old are they?
These are believed to be about 6,000 years. Now, if you were to shut the cave door there, that white tunnel, we got a great big steel door there. If you were to shut that, come back like in 2 years, you would see a remarkable change in the cave. And in about 5 years, emissions would start to. So if you want to see that, you can pay the $7 a person for the 250,000 people we have each year. We'll just lock that door up, and then you can come back in 2 or 3 years. We'll open it up for you and show you.
All right.
So,
Sure. Check.
here we're continuing on now to the next passageway, just right around the corner. This is known as the Old Curiosity Shop. It was opened approximately 2 months ago, and during the passageway will last for one single file line. Come out of that, we'll take another right. We're very steep and winding set of stairs, which leads us to the Temple of Silence. Follow me to the handrail to the circle there.
We're really having fun on this trip, aren't we?
We're trying.
You guys be science then.
I understand what these guys say.
Isn't that the trick they get in New York? Frustrations thing.
If I could have everybody come in here and form about 2 single file lines for me, please.
And we're almost in the second turn behind us.
If I could have everybody come in here and form 2 single file lines, please. Do you understand anything I'm saying? No, not really, huh? Hey!
I like that. I'll probably go see it tomorrow night.
Where are they going?
You guys move over this way.
No, I don't want to.
Got plenty of room to go in here.
Oh, I don't want.
Okay, Sheriff, you'll take your pictures now. So we're shutting all the lights off and doing them individually for you. Shoot those Temple of Silence. It's passion when you tour. 60 feet above the original entrance. It's close to 7,400 feet in elevation. Makes this the highest commercial cave in North America.
Take a
I'll show you.
It's cracked.
You guys have any questions for me? Maybe we'll start to shut the lights off now.
I have a question.
Okay.
What is that formation called?
I'll get to that in just a second. I'll be shutting the lights off now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up here is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. E.T. phone home. Our guide's lucky number 7. The 3 Pointer Sisters now to Hard Rock. Examples of broken columns, which were broken at different times due to shifts in the earth. Over here, what's known as Texas bacon or ribbon stalactite. Everyone knows about the Colorado Texan Wars, right? Well, here we have Colorado bacon or ribbon stalactite. And there's your bacon, ma'am.
I know.
There's your ribbon stalactite.
Uh-huh.
And back here we have Texas Gulch. This is the only aquifer that came under your tour. Approximately 3 drops of moisture come off of each formation a day. Up here we have Bugs Bunny's favorite carrot patch. And just when we thought it was safe to go back in the cave, we have Jaws. At the highest point in the cave, approximately 20 feet below ground line, stalactites up there range from 2 to 4 feet in length. If you were to climb up there, you would be able to see tree roots. Now, we'll ask you to all move towards that side of the room.
So that's almost the ground level then?
That's 20 feet below ground line.
That's it?
That's it. Highest point in the cave.
What's the elevation difference between the highest point and the lowest point?
What?
What's the...
Tracy, give me
62
my
feet.
flashlight back.
Lowest point is 3 feet at Boston
I
Avenue.
need everybody in my group to continue moving all the way into the room, please. That far.
Miss Bacon. Shit.
Did you notice that he agreed with me? That he said that was ribbon, the other one said it was ribbon, and it's not ribbon.
He was just spoiling his presentation.
How was your trip?
And you guys come in, if you all move towards that side of the room there, we're going to have the group coming down here passing us. Shows those a guide's rest. We can stop here, take a break, and answer any questions you have.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there any point in the cave that you can hear the wind actually?
No. The reason they call it the Cave of the Winds, as you see, you can't hear any wind or anything. It's because of the wind howling around in the sinkholes. And that's what brought the boys up to discover the cave. So that's why they named it the Cave of the Winds.
Because of the gift shop now, you can't hear the winds of those either, can you?
No.
Okay.
You're used to them.
Through here every once in a while, when the air pressure outside changes, it'll change in here too. It'll force it to come through here. And there will be a breeze coming through here. A real strong, cool breeze come through here.
It's only 63 feet difference between the highest point and the lowest point? How many feet or miles of caves then?
Okay, if I can actually move that side real quick because Bill's group's going to be coming through. Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Speak to
You
Bill.
got lucky, Bill.
Yeah, we'll speak to Bill, but Tracy, forget it.
You guys are smart. I like this group.
Oh, Bill, I was talking to those little kids on your last tour. And they didn't like your tour at all. I said, you guys having a fun time on us tour? Do you like us tour? And they said, no, I don't like it. No, you should say that their teacher was like, you're kidding me.
You guys
They
wanna go
said,
back with
no,
Bill?
I don't like it.
Let's go back to Bill.
Go. See if we find our way out today.
What'd you say the average temperature was?
54 degrees,
Year round.
year round.
What does it get down as low as, though?
Yeah.
50.
Is that all?
So
Even in the
goes
winter.
between 50 and 60, that's about it.
In some of the rooms today, it'll be a lot warmer because everybody's real hot and stuff. It'll heat the real small rooms up a lot.
Bill went that way.
Yeah.
It's all man's headache.
Any other questions?
How many
Oh,
feet
yeah.
or miles of cave and stuff?
Our path here is a mile long. This goes 1,800 feet back. It's about 1,800 feet across.
And that's the extent of the caves, or is there other caves? that
No,
are not?
this isn't even a sixth of it. Back on the Grand Tour, which is another not even sixth, is the same size. And then they believe there's even more past that. Some people believe that these caves could stretch all the way to Denver.
Oh, really? Hasn't anybody ever explored them to see or gone back?
No. We have spelunkers that come out of Denver and come down, and we have them back in the Grand's Tour, the Adventure Tour, our other tour we offer at the cave. And they have uncovered 2 more rooms back there, which are just huge. We're going to be continuing on now since those lights did blink. It's kind of saying where we need to get going. Up here in the red light will be the Giant's Bleeding Heart. It's a good example of flowstone. So if you'll take a look at that, and your right will be the Nature's Carnival popcorn stand.
There you go, popcorn.
Sounds good.
Excuse me, Mr.
Sorry.
Watch it.
Huh? You guys just keep filling in here. Truly we've all come into is known as the Valley of the Dreams. Back in 1935, George Jeffries donated the money to us to do the excavation on the rooms. The only thing he has to return is to leave these few simple lines of his most favorite poem in his memory. Dreams of mountains, it's in their sleep, they brood on things eternal. Is that touch sign? Actually not to touch is a very good example of a column, because over the years it has developed a small hairline fracture on the base. The reason it's so shiny is because it has been polished up. So take a look at it as you pass by, and follow me to the Oriental Gardens now. All together right along here, take a look back into the room. This up on front is the longest stalactite in the cave. It's a little bit over 8 feet long, and it has been broken twice. Once by vandalism, and once by an electrician backing into it. Both times we have glued it with an epoxy substance. In the back is another example of a column. I'll be telling you a story if you look clear to the back of the room there. Here we have an Oriental Palace. There's this little boy walking back in the forest. He's collecting firewood for the fire in the village that night. You got some green grass and blue sky to that. You have a perfect Oriental garden. As soon as you take your look and take a picture movie of it, you want to move up along that area up there. We'll get ready to go to the next room. Now, the next room we'll be going into is known as the Adventure Room. It's opened May 1st, 1988, so the tours of today, what the tours of George Snyder's time look like. The floors have been hard packed mud just as they were back then. There are lanterns along the walls and 4 lights. Eventually I will be shutting all of those off to tell you how the cave is formed. I will caution you to please watch your head, because it does get a little bit narrow around the shoulders from a point, and the feet. They are well lit up, so you will see them, and won't just walk into them and trip me up in front of everybody there. If you're wondering, yes, this floor is hollow. So when we laid it, it wasn't, but there is some settled underneath it. Now we're not going to fall through, and you're not going to go down 20, 30 feet and die. No. Don't do that. Okay, now we're standing here waiting to get the next room. I'll tell you a little bit about our adventure tour, which is the second tour we offer Cave of the Winds. It's called the Manchurian Caverns, a wild tour. It's approximately 2.5 hours in length. It's spelunking through the back regions of the cave. See where it is still forming. You're going to crawl around on your hands and knees, on your stomach. Sometimes you actually do get a walk. Up here, you crawl through the mud and stuff and see where all the formations are still dripping. It's real wet back there right now. You will need an extra change of clothes when you come out of there, because you're wearing these shoes. It's not mine get dirty because you're going out with mud from head to toe. If you were down here by himself, that's what it would have looked like. He would have had that one lantern to light his way. Now, if he would have accidentally tripped over a rock or something and knocked that lantern out, he'd be left in the dark. Because if you're left in the dark for 30 days, you will go blind. Your pupils open wide and trying to find light. They will never close back down once you do. You look towards where you come in. See the cave, see one solid block of limestone. The warm inland seas of what surrounding Colorado drifted away. Rocky Mountain started to form, causing a crack to develop in the ceiling called lifeline. Spark of bond acid, water, mineral water would drip through. They also eat away the cave, forming it. As it formed, that mineral water would keep dripping through, forming stalactites on the ceiling. It would form larger ones in some areas, smaller ones in others. You guys want to slowly start making your way back up here towards me. Once that stuff is down into the bottom of the cave, you have no will soon. Work its way back towards the ceiling, topping the domes you see up there. Now that the S does not stand for what you think it does. It stands for Ben Schneider, or Lake Visitor George Schneider. So like the entire room for you now, show you how big it actually is. Then over here, back to your left, it's going to be the start of the Manchurian Caverns tour. Now, this tour is approximately 2.5 hours in length. It's for the more adventurous person. It starts here and ends here. Now, we are having one leave at 4 o'clock today, so you may see him walking through the cave. Their guide will have a set of coveralls that's covered in mud all over. You'll easily be able to pick him out. He's going back to find the people I lost yesterday, so. Haha. They came back for their 20th anniversary. That's something on there again.
Better believe it.
They must be going for the good luck, right?
Must be.
We need to make a wish.
No. And for each amount of over a penny, that year's good luck.
Oh,
So
damn.
And if you five,
Where's my silver dollar?
Okay, and if there's a lot, just how do I get
Here, my luck, I'll throw it up there and it'll fall down.
good job.
See if he gets it to stay like this.
I gotta throw one too.
Can I show you?
No, but it's,
I like the way you say it.
Bicentennial on the list.
yeah.
Is it really?
Got a silver dollar up there.
Okay, I'm actually going to follow you down these stairs. Now, the good news about these stairs is it is the last step today. The bad news, the domino effect goes into play. Just known as the Hallelujah staircase. If one of us falls down, the entire group falls down one after another.
I bet when they
So
close
watch
it
steps
down.
you follow me down. The base take a sharp left. Follow me down. About 90 miles an hour.
Trade you for the rent car we have, they kind of look good.
What kind of car you got?
Corsica.
No, some of my friends went on vacation just a little bit ago, and all they had was bugs, and they just descension in this one, and they're really not too hot on driving around the country in bugs, but they love them around town. So they went out and bought a brand new Corsica. They carved out this dome, which is the largest dome in the cave. It's called Zephyr's Dome. What? These slight winds. 5 feet tall, 15 feet to come to the base, and 3 at the top. Hold to that, cable on his shoulders, just as Alice holds the wall like this. Okay. Now let him follow right inside of the railing, and let's set the porch for the day. Say bye to Bob, our mascot buffalo above us here.
Yo, Father, it's your son, Pete. We want to go bowling. We have on the little spot. Let's go home.
Now, there were 3 railroads came to this camp. The Midland Terminal Railroad was a standard gauge. They put this narrow gauge in 1967. And the Midland Terminal went on around through Victor, went through Goldfield and Altman and Independence, out through Gillette and out through the tunnel on Highway 67. As you come in on 67, it went through that tunnel. It went into Divide and on down to Woodland Park and on down the Ute Pass. And there were 8 tunnels in the Ute Pass and 1 on the highway. There were 9 tunnels on this road when they called this spring. And then in 1901, they put the short line through. It went through, right straight through like the crow flies in Colorado Springs. And it was 9 miles shorter than this road, so they called it the short line. The Florence and Cripple Creek was the first road to arrive here on July the 2nd, 1894. It was the narrow gauge, 36-inch. They said there were 53 trains every 24 hours in and out of this area, back in the boom days. 7 passenger trains, the rest were freight trains. Well, we'll be making 2 or 3 stops on the way. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to try to answer them. But we'll have to wait on that other train, and it backs in on the siding, and we can go on through it.
Running out of steam.
Has been known as Echo Valley for many, many years. They said back in the boom days here that most of the mines were powered with steam. And they had steam whistles on the boilers and they blew for shift changes. They said you could hear the echoes all through here. They call it Echo Valley. At the turn of the century, there were over 500 gold mines here working. And all the steam trains were running. Down below where the highway is, that was the Florence and Cripple Creek Railroad. And that was the first railroad to arrive in this camp on July the 2nd, 1894. It came up the Phantom Canyon from Florence and Canyon City. And they built that road in 6 months for $100,000. They paid for itself the first year. This road came in 6 months later in 1895. And folks, all in here was a town. About 98 years ago, they built this town. And there was 2,000 lived here. And there were 17 towns in this camp. Cripple Creek was the largest. They said that it had one time had 40,000. Then Victor was next with 27,000. But all these other towns had 2,000 or 3,000. Over the hill was another town by the name of Elkton. It had 2,500. This was an exciting place back then. Over here's the El Paso gold mine, and that was a rich one. It produced $20 million worth of gold. It's 1,500 feet deep, and there's 33 miles of crosscuts and drifts down under the ground. And that house up above, that was the ground foreman's home. Folks, you can go down to Phantom Canyon on that road there. That's Highway 67 now. You go to Victor, right outside of Victor there's a Y. You go to your right, you go down to Phantom Canyon. You go to your left, you go where the Gold Camp Road goes into Colorado Springs. They were both railroads. It's about 35 miles, I think, from Victor down to Highway 50. Then if you're going to Pueblo, you turn to your left. If you're going to Canyon City, you turn to your right. And that road that goes down the center, that was the old Stagecoach Road. That's the shortest route to Canyon City. It's just 26 miles. Goes down Cripple Creek 12 miles, across Wilson Creek you get on the shelf. Now they call that the Shelf Road. The first 12 miles here, you drop over 3,000 feet. And that's where the largest tunnel comes out, the Carlin Tunnel. It's 6.5 miles long. It goes back under the mountains in there through there under Victor into the Ajax mine at 3,100 foot level. It's a drainage tunnel. And that road brings you right out in Canyon City. This mountain up on top of the mountain here, that's the Chicken Hawk mine. Now that was a rich mine, but they said it was real hot on some levels down in the ground. They said on some levels in that mine it's 120 degrees. Over there at the El Paso on the 200 foot level, there's a tunnel goes back into that mine. And they used to go back through there. But they got the El Paso, now it's closed. They had a big fire over there and warped that head frame. They used to take tours in it. So I took tours in it. Down out here. They built that thing over there where they're supposed to hang somebody, and they dug those graves. And this is the Anaconda mine right here. It goes back in where the switch is. That building there, they said that was a blacksmith shop. And that's a chicken hawk going there, see? There was a lot of chicken hawks out here. There used to be a lot of them here, they said. That's the reason they named that the Chicken Hawk Hill and the Chicken Hawk Mine. See them? I think they used to nest up there in that building. Right over there where the cribbing is, that's a Mary McKinney mine. It's 1,000 foot deep and it produced $10 million worth of gold. And up above here is the Morning Glory, the Dr. Jackpot, and the Umbrella. And right up here is the Dolly Martin mine. There's over 500 mines here. I have the names of all of them at my home. Cut them out of a paper that's printed in 1902. There was one mine here named Wheel of Fortune. Folks, that's the road to Victor. Just 4 miles from here to Victor. And right over the hill was another town, Elkton, and the Elkton mine was right in that town. It produced 18 million. And right up above Elkton was the Crescent mine. It produced 55 million. Over north of Victor, the Portland mine, it produced 65 million. Both of those mines worked 1,000 miners on 3 shifts. There was 8,000 miners worked under the ground here. And they worked 8-hour shifts. And the highest paid men here were the railroad engineers. They got $4 a day. The miners worked 8-hour shifts. They got $3 a day. But there wasn't any withholding taxes then. Wasn't no taxes here then, only on your property. And this town had 2,000. They said it didn't even have a policeman. And Victor at one time, I read the story of Victor, a book. In 1890s and the early 1900s, they had 27,000. They didn't have a policeman. Cripple Creek had 40,000. They had one night watchman that walked his beat, but he didn't carry a gun. But everything's changed. Cripple Creek's got 3 policemen now. It's got 680. Back then, there's 100,000 lived here, they said, in all these towns. And they had the sheriff and one deputy over there. That's the county seat. But now they got the sheriff and 17 deputies. They all carry guns. Things have changed since the turn of the century. They had 2 electric lines here. One over here was the low line. See that grade? Went right through there with the morning glory mine, and right on around. The high line went on top of the mountains. From 1901 to 1921, you catch a streetcar every 30 minutes. Cripple Creek and Victor. And you could ride the low line from Cripple Creek to Victor for a nickel. The high line was 10 cents for 20 years. It was a different lifestyle than it is today. Of course, you know, back then they didn't have any cars in the 1890s, I don't think. So if you went on a long trip or anything, you went on a train or in a stagecoach. They still rode the stagecoaches up that road after they had the trains in, from Canyon City up to here. And they worked these mines from 1891 to about 1916 when World War I broke out, and then they closed all the mines. Most all the miners were draft agents, had to go to the Army, so they closed all the mines. They didn't open them up again until in the 1930s. They raised the gold price, gold from $20 an ounce to $35 an ounce. So they opened some of the big mines in the 30s. And they raised the miners' wages to $4 a day. That was really big money back then. But see, we was on the gold standard. In the 1890s and all up through there, and the government, they couldn't print $20 of money without an ounce of gold. That's what made the dollar have so much value. You folks have any questions?
Chris. Chasing with a telephone on that.
Well, you're not gonna feed nothing. Raise it up a little bit and let the water out. No, not all of it. I'll have to tell you what. Just let some of your dirt drain out too, I think.
Get that one right there. Get that one right there.
He's gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you.
Did you watch waterproof?
Chris, is your watch water? Let me have it. And drop it in it. All right.
Okay, what you do is dig your pan down to the bottom of the sluice. Go like this, spits out all the excess sand and settles the gold to the bottom.
See what he's doing, Chris?
And go in a circular motion that gets out all the red colored sand. All the shiny stuff that you see floating around in the water, that's iron pyrite, which is better known as fool's gold. The gold is about 19 times as heavy as water is.
Yeah, you do it, Chris. It takes a long time. Watch what he's doing. And it won't wash out with the dirt?
No.
There's a real gold in there.
Mama, I can see it. Look, Dad! Got some gold!
Keep working.
Okay, the gold's found in the black sand. The black sand's called magnetite. The magnetite is magnetic. What's that? That piece right there.
Well, it's little.
Now just hold it like this. Don't let it. All right, just hold it in and keep it wet.
You have to go and look for it.
What you do is you fill your vial full of water. Dry your finger off, stick your finger on the gold and stick it in your vial. Okay?
There you go. One in there.
There's some water in it. He said you have to put water in it.
There you go. Thanks.
Now you do some, Chris. Get it way down in there. Put it down, boy. So you watch. And big circular motion. Big circular motion now with the pan and all. Gets rid of that rock, that red rock. You gotta keep doing that, boy. Over and over. How do you stop it? Press that red button. You just press it twice?
Yeah. No, I just push it one more time and it's off.
There's a lot of jerkiness on. Good. Chris.
Nope, that's black. Yeah, here's a tube. You
wash all the dirt away. You get all of the dirt to one side. Get all of it to one side, then you wash the dirt.
We're at Divide, Colorado.
These are Clifton.
Come here.
Really? Come on, Dad.
Yeah, that's what it looks like when they were younger, definitely.
Look at he's doing that eagle dance.
Please come down here in a moment.
Can it have sound with it?
Yeah.
This stuff can go, this can go up here.
Which direction? We're going east.
Yeah, we got
Oh, so it's gotta be east, not west. Yeah, because there'll be a soft spot on the head.
It's a cradle one.
There it is, right there.
hot the scalp anyway today. Okay, they're just about ready here. A few more seats. If anybody wants to sit down here, there's a few more seats. You're welcome to sit down. The youngsters can sit down there. That way we keep the air circulating here. Normally we dance outside, right out in front of the dwellings, but this afternoon, 2 shows ago, was 105 right out there. So we had some hot Indians the last program. So we moved in here. It's a lot cooler in here, and you can relax and enjoy the Indian dances more comfortable in here. And I also like to mention that we are up here just in the summertime demonstrating Indian dances. We're not up here all year round. This is also a summer job for us. And the younger dancers up here today, they are the 7th generation of our family here at the museum. We've been up here since 1904 demonstrating Indian dances, along with their great-grandfather, Chief Wildeer, who was up here for more than 50 years. So we're basically still teaching our children our Indian dances, maintaining our Indian culture, and at the same time it gives us the opportunity to share a little of our Indian heritage with these good folks who come up here to visit. So I hope you enjoy their efforts here this afternoon. The dances that we do here, none of these are religious, none of them are ceremonial. These are social Indian dances done today in all our Indian powwows throughout the United States and even up into Canada. All of the religious ceremonial dances are done on a reservation or else at special times throughout the year. The first dance we're going to do right now, one of the more popular social dances of today. This is commonly known as a war dance. And it was originated hundreds of years ago by the Omaha Indians from the state of Nebraska. And nowadays we also have contest dancing where they do compete for prizes and prize money. In the last 100 years, the war dance itself has become a modern competitive dance. And all of our dancers up here are champion dancers. Even our grandpa here has won many contests. All right, they're ready to go. I'd like to introduce our dancers here for today. First of all, we have our youngest member over here. He's been up here dancing with us since he was 3 years old. This is my nephew, and today is his birthday. He just turned 10 years old. Bob Running Deer, Santa Clara Pueblo. Even as Indians, we have birthdays, so he's our birthday boy. The other young man, champion dancer, 16 years old. He's also been up here dancing since he was 3 years old. This is my son, Kenny Little Deer, Santa Clara Pueblo Indian from New Mexico. Yeah, that gives him a nice one. Grandfather, my dad, also been up here many years dancing, and he's retired now, so he's up here helping us in the summertime. Chief White Cloud, Santa Clara Pueblo, New Mexico. Thank you, and myself, I'm Mike Little Deer, also Santa Clara Pueblo Indian from New Mexico. So, war dance. If you have cameras, if you can take pictures in here, go right ahead. You're welcome to take all the pictures you like. Now, this is a chance you can shoot the Indians for the camera, okay? So here we go now with the war dance. Watch their body movements and footwork, keeping in time with the drum. Indian people still worship the eagle as a sacred bird. Our medicine men chiefs tell us stories about the eagle. They say it's one of the only birds that can fly so high. The eagle can actually disappear from human sight. The Indians considered the eagle only as a messenger to the Great Spirit. King is going to come out now, and in a symbolic way, he will represent the eagle flying around, also the eagle walking on the ground and looking for food. So here we go with the eagle dance. There's a few more seats here. If anybody wants to sit down, come on in. That way we keep the air circulating here so we have a nice little breeze. While he's dancing and he starts to fly out the door, somebody grab him, all right? You don't want to lose any more Indians. We're short on Indians here today. Here we go. And he'll be using 5 hoops. And he's going to show you some patterns and some designs. Then he'll drop 4 of them on the ground, and then he has to dance through one as fast as he can go. After that, he has to pick the other hoops up off the ground. Without reaching down and using his hands, he must bring them up with his feet or another hoop. All of us here, we all do the hoop dance. Even Grandpa here does the hoop dance. And we still teach our children this dance today for the same reason it was taught thousands of years ago. When our ancestors used to live in these cliffs, the largest one, by the way, is called Mesa Verde, located in southern Colorado, where they do live hundreds of feet in the side of the cliff. The path that the Indians walked on were only about 10 inches wide. Our children, if they slipped one time, they could fall hundreds of feet to their death. This dance was developed to help our children with their coordination, balance, and also help them in their bodybuilding. So this is also considered a physical fitness dance. You watch this young man, like I said, he's only 10 years old today, and he's been doing hoop dance for just about 5 years. So he's still learning, but he's one of our better hoop dancers for 10 years old. Here we go. Bob in the 5 years. It's been a long day. They've been out here since 9:30 this morning. It's been hot out here. And even though it's towards the end of the day, he'll still give you 100%. Why don't you give him a big hand for the more encouragement? Besides that, he's the modern Indian with the Bruce Willis haircut. Okay, here we go. Hoop dance. Yeah. do, and I will try. No volunteers now. Well, you know, I also going to show you, us Indians, we have the hula hoop hundreds of years before we came out. Right now, we like to do another dance, and we have a treat for all you boys and girls. We have a surprise. While we're doing the next dance, we'll give little Bob a couple seconds to catch his breath. And like I said earlier, we're here in the summertime. Bob's dad dances up here with us, but he's taking a day off. He'll be back up here tomorrow. We dance up here 7 days a week, so we can't have our dancers dancing here today. We've got to let them have a few days off. Besides that, being modern Indians, they all belong over to Union in Colorado Springs. So they do whatever they want. And like I said earlier, my dad here just retired after 35 years in the aeronautic business in Southern California. And Kenny, my son, we used to live here all year round, but 9 years ago we left, and we also moved out to good old California. That's where we live in the winter time. And I'm finishing up my last year. I'll be graduating this year out of Fresno State University, where I'm a major in sociology. So we do encourage our men and women to go to school and get a good education. And God willing, one day we can try to help our young people in the right way. And that's with a good education. So right now, while we're doing our next dance, we're going to ask all you good folks here today for your help. And if you'd like to show your appreciation for their dancing here this afternoon, if you wish to help us Native Americans at this time, we're going to have our little birthday boy here to go out among you folks with a little basket, pass it around, and whatever you feel in your hearts, whatever you think these dances are worth to you, we hope you can show it with a little donation. Like I say, this is how we're able to help our families through the winter. And now we'd like to have all you boys and girls stand up. Come on, all you boys and girls stand up. Come up here, we got a treat. Come on up, come on up, come on up. There you go, come on up. Come on up, all you boys and girls, come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. There you go. Come on up. God bless you, fam. Hold it right there. Boys and girls, we want to be your friends. When you go back home, you tell your friends you did a real Indian dance, okay? This is called a round dance, friendship dance. Hold hands and don't let go. Watch Kenny and the chief over there. Start with your left foot and time with the drum. Your parents want to take a picture. This would be a good souvenir to take back home. Show your friends at school. You dance with real Indians. If you don't think we're real Indians, right after the program, you come up and touch us. We're real. All right? Okay, here we go. Left foot now. Left it real high. Left. Left. Using the wrong left over there. Your other left. There you go. Now move around in a big circle. Here we go. Real high. Left foot. Left. Left. We'd like to thank you folks for your donation, and we also want you to know one thing. If it rains tonight, don't blame us. All right? Before we quit, if you'd like to pose with our dancers, they'll be here for a few minutes. We'd like to wish you happiness on your vacation, and may the Great Spirit watch over all of you on your journeys back home. God bless you. Thank you all very much.
You go up there.
Says
Up
don't
there,
climb
Dad,
up.
take your picture.
Don't climb up there for crying out loud. It's against the sun again. Says not to climb up them rocks anyway.
do it, they didn't have help. Did you buy anywhere? Here, they want the real thing.
Get some feed. Begging
Oh,
for
you're
you,
dropping
guy.
them down in there. Let him eat out of your hand. Here comes another one, buddy.
Here you go.
He's over there eating.
Here you go.
Come over to this side. Put your hand down. Where's the other? They run off to eat it when you're, see, they go off and eat it. Where's that third one? Here comes the third one.
No, right there.
Coming
too.
up down the rock side over here.
No, right here. Go up
Give
there and
me
feed
one.
it, Chris.
Give me one. Here, let me have it. My hand.
Hey, don't take it away.
Yeah.
Can you just take one home with you if you want to?
Don't they kind of bother you?
Chris, you want one? Get this one.
I wonder if we can pet him.
Chris, you
Here.
get
Give
so
me
you
some.
got so you get so I can't get to you, Chris. I can't see you this way.
Let me have some. Use that too.
You hungry? You want some more? Want more? Okay, here you go. Here you go.
I got them. Look how fat
Watch
they
out,
are because
Dad.
people are feeding them.
Here you go. Here you go.
Wherever I can see you, Chris. Get out of here behind Mom. Look at it. All kinds of them around you. Go back over there. Yeah, go over here.
This one hasn't had very much.
Put it in your palm of your hand.
It's a little one.
Here you go. Don't drop it.
You must have been hungry.
Where's the other one? You know if we can pet him. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Here you go. Man, you're hungry. Yeah.
Oh, you're storing them in your pouch, you little smart anyway. They got little pouches on the side of their mouth.
There's a little one right there. There's a little one right there.
Like, he stored that in the pouch. When he wants another one now. Now he'll go off. You get two at a time. That third one. Look, they're put jaws on the side. You little smarty, you dropped that one.
You gotta eat them. Look at that. Mom, did you see that? He just tore off the skin.
I like the skin.
Don't drop yours. You feel good. Yeah.
Try to get to the hand with the full ones, Chris.
What?
You try to get in the hand with all the full ones. He knows what Tad's got
Here you
all
go.
the full ones.
The pouches are full as it is. Look at them. The jaws. You can drop it. Here, weirdo. Let you take the peeling off. Oh, you're real smart. You take it off, man.
You have to tell us over it, yeah. There's two of them playing down here. Right down here, and there's rocks. See, they're digging and playing. Down here's two of them.
You can fill his pouch. Open the hand with all the fingers. This one's good. Chris, look at this one.
Look at
He's
here,
every
he's
one
really
of them.
filling them up, isn't he?
He's put 7 in his mouth. There he goes now. He's got to open the hand with all of them in there, up and watch this one down here. Here's one. Here comes this one. He's filling his pouch. Aren't they cute? Chip and Dale. Look at his side of his mouth. His is already full. Here's this little one. Don't have any in his pouches. Chris.
I know. Watch him. Watch him. You can pet him. You can pet him.
Come on. Let him take these two.
Here you go. Here you go.
This one right here's got his mouth full. He's got all mine. This one right here doesn't have any. Look at his mouth. He wants more, greedy little thing.
That one just gets it and runs back.
That one I had.
Look, he almost crawls into your hand.
Look at this one here. Look at the pouches on the side. He's loaded. Now this one up here, there's one up here that doesn't have any.
I know.
Not that one.
He eats. Yes, he does.
His pouches are full, but there's one that doesn't have hardly any.
I know, and the one that doesn't have hardly any, you can pet. The one that
This
doesn't
one over
have
here
hardly
doesn't have
any.
one. See?
Here you go. Eat it.
Here's one. Here's one. Here's one.
Wait.
Here it is. Feed this little hand, Chris.
He doesn't have any.
Feed that one. Yeah, feed that one down there. See, down there. Right, by the barrel, coming up to you. Yeah, I'm gonna go jump right on your shoulder.
Hey, what are you
I don't want to feed you. Behind you, to the right.
You want right by your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, look down.
Here he is behind
Down to your left.
you. He doesn't have any in his pouches. I didn't come to this side. Here's a little one. This is a new one, man. Right here.
Looked my hand, didn't see anything.
Here's the one that I like.
Open your hand and let him have
See, you
one.
can pet him.
I swear you do so. That's a new one. He looks there.
See, they run. The ones with hardly anything in their mouth. Here you go.
Hey, Chris. Tell me where we're at.
We're at the Seven Falls, where we were feeding chipmunks.
What's this
Look
called?
at all of them.
What's this called up here?
This is called the Eagle's Nest. Only it's not really an eagle's nest.
Hey, hey, hey. Let's sit down.
Wait a minute.
Give me my picture.
We're at the base of Seven Falls, 6,500 feet.
Hold your hand out a little farther, Brandy.
Just they run away. Oh, it doesn't move. No, wrong place. Take them out now.
Scared you?
Yeah. Come on, here.
Oh, that scared me.
Scared you?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Hey.
Don't bite me. I asked you not to bite me.
What's in my hand, Chris?
Are you asking politely?
That's enough. Just a couple. Look, you got the mouthful, see?
I know.
No, you can't pick it up.
This one you can pet.
Can't really touching it?
Now,
Oh.
Chris, don't poke your finger out of it.
I'm not.
I wanted to. They're all spread you.
You got a mouthful, see?
Here's some down here. Oh, it says to feed them up there. Oh, look
You're
how many
getting full,
feeds
so you
he's
gotta go
got in
back here
his
and eat.
stomach.
You gotta-
See that he's going
Here
now.
comes
He's
one.
storing
Look
it.
at this one.
Look at that.
Oh, they show
you
'em.
missed it.
I got one of my,
Took the
He
shell.
just, when we were up there,
Chris,
in
look
the eagle's nest,
he was in my
I
hand.
gave one just like this, and he just tore it right
Yeah,
down.
he didn't. I saw
You
that.
can get the shell too, they'll shell
Yeah.
too, real quick.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Don't run away from me.
No, hold on, so this one too.
Here. You don't have to hit me.
You ready yours?
Yep. I have a wall in my mouth. Here, did you put these back up there? Here, I don't.
Especially little suckers like that.
Now I'll be traveling up that pike